Had a stretch along north-central North Dakota getting significant snowfall. That included Minot, where wet, heavy snow has slowed traffic, and residents and street crews are cleaning up.
Late this afternoon and early this evening, the forecast changed for other parts of the state, including Fargo. Right now, the most visible display of snow and strong wind is from our Dakota Magic Casino Skycam. Let's get the very latest on what Hutch is saying about the snow and the wind. Hutch?
Well, for many in the Red River Valley, the snow has yet to start. It is just beginning to fly down near the Dakota Magic Casino. Here's a look from Highway 281, and this is more in central North Dakota near New Rockford, where the streets are covered with wet, heavy snow, and it's being blown by the wind as well. Here's a look at the latest radar. Snow pushing into parts of west central Minnesota, the Southern Valley, but the heaviest bands where you see the whites are in northeast South Dakota, and they're moving northeast towards Sisseton, Wheaton, and Grant County, Minnesota. These will continue to push their way eastward as we go through the overnight. So our snow accumulation in the Southern Valley will be during the overnight hours. Here in Fargo, we have some light flakes with another band out near Valley City that will be pushing our way and through southeast North Dakota as well. Some snow through northeast North Dakota, but there's a sharp cutoff where little or no snow will be impacting northwest Minnesota. We're in a winter weather advisory overnight with the exception of the Sisseton Hills. The forecast shows the snow continuing through all of the overnight, ending by the morning hours. I think close to 3 inches is a good bet for Fargo, and we'll have pockets with a little bit more than that through the Southern Valley. I'll have hour-by-hour details on this and the rest of your weekend forecast, including that second storm I've been mentioning, here in a moment.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
Feeling a little down over the continuing winter conditions? It can happen.
Therapists tell Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall there are things you can do to help you get through it.
With a 1-2 punch of bad weather on the way, most people say they've had it.
It does get frustrating and disheartening to hear, oh, we're going to have another big round of snow, or wake up and find, oh, I got to go shovel the driveway again.
So when you hit the grocery store for eggs, milk, and bread, therapists say don't forget the chocolate.
I'm always a big fan of maybe having a piece of chocolate or two can always help boost your mood.
It releases endorphins, and that can give us that euphoric feeling.
Chocolate isn't the only sweet release for the endless winter doldrums. Experts say lean on those you love.
You can reach out to anybody, make a phone call to a friend, a family member, get everybody together and do an activity. There's lots of fun board games, some really silly board games that can get everybody laughing, watch a movie together, do a craft project.
And make time for the things you enjoy.
Whether that's something mindful and taking some time to color, or going to the mall and walking around, getting some exercise and spending time with friends, doing something socially, that can also be really therapeutic as well.
So if the winter weather has you feeling blue or seeing red, schedule a meetup with friends. Doctor's orders. Other mood boosters, they include turning on the lights, opening the blinds, listening to music, and exercising. As for me, when the first flake falls, I'm going straight for the chocolate. Live in Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Thanks, Veronica. Sounds like a good plan. For more information on how you can boost your mood until we see the spring weather again, head to our website, valleynewslive.com.
A man is in jail tonight after a high-speed chase in Trail County. Investigators say when deputies tried to stop 32-year-old Eric Baldwin in Hillsboro, he took off eastbound on Highway 200, forcing other drivers into the ditch. That pursuit was called off, but not before spotting the vehicle heading into Halstead, Minnesota. A short time later, a call went out about a stolen vehicle from there that he tried to hit a patrol car and eventually crashed into a ditch. Baldwin was arrested on numerous charges. He also has warrants out of Grand Forks and Norman County, Minnesota.
Becker County authorities say they have recovered the body of a missing person. 29-year-old Eric Hambleton was reported missing last Friday by his family. He was last seen on Saturday near Cormorant Village. Officials say they found his body this morning around 11 in the Spring Creek area in Cormorant Township. The cause of death is under investigation.
A Bismarck police officer involved in a shooting has been cleared after he shot and wounded a fleeing suspect who tried to run him over. Ward County Assistant State's Attorney Roxanne Larson found that Officer Lane Masters acted reasonably and justifiably when he shot 22-year-old Ulysses Villalobos Alvarado in January.
Authorities say the North Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation took the lead on the case, and it was reviewed by Ward County. Police were conducting a probation search when Villalobos Alvarado reportedly fled the scene in Bismarck. He was shot in the arm and later turned himself in at a gas station in Brookings, South Dakota. Masters, a 5-year Bismarck officer, has returned to regular duty.
A judge has ordered a psychological evaluation on a Fargo man accused of killing another man in a fight earlier this year. 29-year-old Daniel Habiger is charged with murder in the March 2nd slaying of 32-year-old Jared Heiss at Habiger's apartment. He faces life in prison without parole if he's convicted. Habiger will undergo the psychological exam at the state hospital in Jamestown.
Parents and other residents of the Richland County 44 school district are pushing for a recall of 3 school board members in the wake of a hazing investigation. The Daily News reports that Lisa Amundson, Josh Majonas, and Sarah Myers are not up for election this year, while 4 others are. Petition organizers hope to replace the majority of the board by voting in new members in June. One parent says the group believes the current board isn't responsive enough to the public. Richland County authorities in February referred 5 boys to juvenile court for their roles in alleged hazing in the boys' locker room.
President Trump shocked Washington today as he signed the omnibus spending bill after threatening to veto it. The bill is a $1.3 trillion spending bill to fund the government. The president said he considered vetoing the legislation but decided against it to fund the military. The president told Congress that he would never sign such a bill again after the Senate passed the legislation to avoid a shutdown at midnight. The president addressed the Democrats for not including a DACA resolution for Dreamers in the bill. Tonight marked the first of its kind fundraiser to benefit those with Down syndrome. The I Have a Voice Gala was held at the Avalons Event Center. The high-energy, inspiring, and extremely fun event benefited Gigi's Playhouse in Fargo.
Dollars raised will go to ensuring that children and adults with Down syndrome continue to benefit from therapeutic, educational, and career training programs in the FM area, all offered at no cost to their families.
Individuals with Down syndrome lead fulfilling lives as long as they have the support to get what they need. And we see an incredible support system at Gigi's, and we're happy to share that with everyone.
Valley News Team's Christine Stanwood emceed tonight's event.